really don't remember asking, bro. That's crazy. I don't remember asking. Bro, that's insane. I don't remember asking. Bro, that's crazy. I don't remember asking. Dude, know it's crazy? I don't remember asking. I'm just kidding. Nick, I love you. You know what's crazy though? What happened to me last night? No, but the tranny asked to get out the car, and I guess the lady said no. Like, who jumps out of it? Like, I don't, like, what happened to her to make her jump out of a car? Or it? No, I don't know what it is.
First down, it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Blood gang, yes, on me. Blood gang, yes, on me.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Looking deep for Elliott.
Bro.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down.
Nicholas, please eat my toes.
Them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A good return there. Call it 13
Nicholas.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
I love him.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up.
Why do you spend money on the position?
They'll try the left side. Ivy.
What are you spending money on?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's
At least get Monster Hunter World if you're gonna spend money. You play with the boys.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, that play was
Keep giving me like an attitude, bro. See what happens.
Suddenly he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
I really eat your toes.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling.
No, just play GTA 5.
I think we just saw that on display.
Get Monster Hunter World's 15, and you can play with the boys. Blood in your soul.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra.
Oh, no.
So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Because April Fools, you think those are their free games, but they're really not. They're going to make you pay for them. It's their April Fools joke.
Off you go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold, he finds Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear
since forever.
Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 20.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball 3, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Or just make a scoot 4. So would I. I love scoot.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands first.
Facts. I used to play Skate 3 a lot too. My PS3.
To get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
But I never played online.
Fake here on first down. Steps away. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
I like John Cena sometimes.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49.
Miss Daisy is my baby. I want her to have my baby.
It's a first down.
You know, because she hates me. Because she literally pretty much told me she didn't like me. Yeah, she like, not like, she didn't like directly say it, but I just knew. Cause she would literally yell at she would yell at only me in that class. When everyone, I had like, there weren't bad kids in my class, but like kids that would like talk back to her and like give her like an attitude, and then I'd just get yelled at for no reason. Blood gang, yes, on me.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, facts.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
You want to hang with the big boys?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his
vision. Speed it up.
Straight ahead, peripheral.
Can you handle that?
Sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's zoom. Oh, for youth, maybe.
Dashing through the snow. He's hit the
Hmm.
50, 30, past the 20, 10.
I might.
Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. As his
I saw
guys are able to
70-yard
strike
touchdown by Zeke.
first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop,
Yo, Luke, I told Noah and Luke, because like I thought Noah would find it funny, and Luke did not find it funny at all. Like at all. I think it's, huh? He was like, dude, that's not funny. Like, it's not her house, it's her parents' house. And now her parents are cleaning it up. And I was like, all right, bro. I know, but like, okay, so I did too. But like, at the moment, like, it was fun.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than
I think that too. I mean, I kind of regret it. Just because, like, I like her sisters, and I like Dom. I just don't like her.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football.
At least I don't like her anymore. She's so mean. She's just annoying. Like, she expects me to talk to her 24/7.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying
And like, if I don't, she like makes me feel bad that I'm not talking to her. Exactly. Like, I'm not your boyfriend. Please stop acting like I'm your boyfriend. I guess.
Here's Allen on third down. He's going to look deep down. He's got a man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
What game?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20.
Dude, just stop raising them.
At the 23-yard line.
You feel me? No, you really?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and 2, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Why is Rashawn Gary like such a good player to develop in Madden?
Take it right on the 30. Yards on the return.
Packers.
He had a shot to go all the way. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here.
First round.
1st and 10.
Late, like teens, 20s, I think.
43 the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43. All day, just like that. Just like that. 56. 43's the mic.
Throwing now is Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Quarterbacking 101. Never
Blood gang, yes, oh, me.
Not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Gangster
Without a ton of
status.
pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
What about Joe? Joe who? Joe Mama.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Elliott. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Oh. I have to hand in my health project.
Because he's been patient.
Yeah.
His blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 39, Darnold, and finding the tight end.
Yeah, I have to hand it into Mr. Howe.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert.
I need to see if he'll let me do some of the current events that I missed so I can pass. No, because I was absent a lot, and then they canceled the marking period, so right now I'm in trouble.
Darnold from the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
No, it's still open.
Just keep marching right along. First down with a pickup of 8 there.
But, like, I need to get my stuff done. You rough draft or everything?
A first down throw, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Buying time, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hi, Nick.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver,
Tell
tight
your
end,
mama
but running backs,
and tell your
they can be a
daddy.
big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold got a man open. That's Harry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is first, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Come on, boy. Hey, Orbit. Don't be scared of it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
No, I'm not hungry.
And start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Faking the give, Darnold. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Darnold. Got his man, that's Harry. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and he's closing in on
thanks, Dougie, but I can't have it. I said thanks, Doug, but I can't have it.
It's 2nd and 21. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Ivy. Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first.
I'm in the middle of the game.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now a give, right side. Ivy. Stiff arm. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
No, I'm in the middle of the game.
A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the...
Darnold, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Check, 43.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, Ivy, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss.
Nick, are you here?
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Ivy, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground. Ivy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defended.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Lions on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, Ivy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking and made it 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks.
Yeah.
After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
I'll be out there in a minute. I'm in the middle of something.
Another incompletion. You know, it's
No, I'm in the middle of it.
Back there, the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah,
It's a football game. I can't pause it.
Showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 4th down, Darnold under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big,
Okay, I'll switch you after this game.
They're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Darnold completes it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try the left side. Ivy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great